In this episode of the Digital Jampreneur, I'm going to be interviewing Christina, a young lady who used to work at a call center and now has her own call center, and she works from home. Hey, it's Alicia Little with the Digital Jampreneur, and on today's episode, I'm going to be interviewing this amazing lady right here named Christina. Christina, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Stay tuned. We're going to talk about how Christina is making money with her own call center from home. Hi, everybody. I have got such a superstar with me today. I'm so excited for Christina. Christina is going to teach us so much, but her story will motivate and inspire you. This superstar, my team keeps saying, you have to interview her, you have to interview her. So I'm really excited to interview you, talk about everything that's happened in your life. But first of all, I just want you to say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Now, everybody, I'd like for you to say hi to Christina in the comments. So give me a hi, Christina, in the comments. Hi, come on, say hi, Christina, in the comments. Let's give her a nice, warm welcome. Yay. Christina, I'm so excited that you're here with us today. I mean, your story is going to motivate and inspire so many people. So why don't we start off with this? And before we get into your story, just tell me, what service are you offering online? That's what everybody wants to know. What service are you offering online?
My major gig right now is phone calls. So I offer phone calls, right? And then I sort of branched off into virtual assistants. So I pretty much do everything right now. I don't have one set, but my major topic is phone calls.
It's phone calls. All right. Now, tell us your story. How did you get started with Internet Income Jamaica? I know you bought your first course in February 2019. What were you doing before then, and why did you pause, and then why did you, really restart again? Tell us your story.
Well, initially, when I started out, I was unemployed. I wasn't working, and I was seeking a job in which I had a bit of difficulties finding jobs that I was suitable for. Not really suitable for that I felt comfortable doing. In terms of, I have worked with call centers before, and within the space of 3 months, I find myself quitting because, it takes up a lot of energy, have no spare time to do anything. And I just believe it wasn't for me. But what I knew is that while in the call centers, I was like one of the best representatives that these call centers could have. I was always on top. I was a superstar when it came on to making phone calls and so forth. And, I was always on top. So initially, when I saw Internet Income Jamaica, I think I saw you guys on Facebook.
Right.
And I was like, I wonder what this is. So I went in and I saw it. I started going through the reviews, the stories. And I was like, you don't think I'm going to try this? I have the computer at home doing nothing. I have internet. And if I have that, why not start? Or, what the heck? That's all I saw. That's what I said. So what I did, I went online. I saw the amount for the course. I think it was 7,500 Jamaican dollars at the time. And I Googled the initial, the location in Halfway Tree.
Yeah.
And then when I actually went there physically, because, I was a bit skeptical, as we all Jamaicans are, very skeptical when it comes on to these things. Yeah. So I said, hey, I'm going to go and actually see for myself what's going on, and then see if I, you never know, go and try.
Right. That's right.
So I went there. I'm not exactly certain the person's name that I met, but I met with them, we spoke about it a bit, purchased the course, and then they said they were going to send me an email with the online course. At the time, the classroom course was a bit more expensive than I could have afforded, and I had to borrow the money. Wow. The 7.5 at the time, I borrowed the money and say, hey, I'm going to try something, thinking to myself, oh my God, if this is a scam and I lose that money, I don't even know how I'm going to pay it back, but, I'm going to try, Nothing beats a try but a fail, So I pushed and I went and I purchased the course. By the time I got home, the course came into my email. And that's really all I needed. It's uphill from there. I sat down one night, I went through, I set up my Fiverr account. After setting up, I was added to the Facebook group, the WhatsApp group, and I started, watching the online course. And I got a swing of things very quickly.
Okay.
It wasn't easy at first. Trust me. Starting out, I started out earning $5 a week.
Okay.
That is $5 US dollars. I was like, I think it was 600 and something Jamaican dollars at the time for the entire week. And I'm like, okay, you know what? They say this thing's going to work, so I'm going to make it work. And I sat down and I put in the hard work and the effort, and I worked my first gig, my first job was with, I don't remember the name at the moment, but it was with someone within our Facebook group that gave me my first shot, and I was like, I see the aim based on Fiverr. It's a bidding website. So you need to have an attractive profile. You don't have an attractive profile, you're not going to get any buyers. For example, we're going into stores. If I'm going through a store and the store is not attractive, nothing is there to entertain me, why should I go into that store? You have to treat your profile just the same.
That's right.
Ensure the information is on par, is correct. Ensure that, it's pretty, it's attractive, it's, and your reviews, trust me, reviews tell the world. Reviews give you what you need to attract a person to your website.
That's right.
So from there, I started out, I think I did about 3 weeks, almost a month. I was working with, can't remember the name right now, but I worked with her for about 3 weeks. She gave me 3 orders and she gave me my first 3 reviews. After that, within a month, I started sending out buyer requests.
Yeah.
I started, changing up my gigs a bit. And then I actually got my first order.
All right.
My first order was for $5. I think my first order was to make 50 calls for $5. And I was like, this is going to be a lot of work, but I'm going to get it done. And I sat home and I have had countless nights working, sleepless nights, trying to get jobs done from there.
Yeah.
But, after that, my profile built. I finally made enough to make seller level 1. And then once I hit seller level 1, jobs just started rolling in just like that. I made my first $20. I made my first $50. That's just the motivation to just keep going. And then within myself, I'm not the type of person that does one thing. And at the time, I even took a 9-to-5 as well within the same time period. Because, working for $5 wasn't really going to feed your family. So I had to take a 9-to-5 in the meantime. And to balance the both of them, I wasn't finding it working because 9-to-5s in Jamaica don't really pay much. And then I was actually, at that time, my Fiverr account was picking up. Okay. So I had to make a decision then. And I tried to balance the two, but the work from Fiverr, trust me, it started picking up. I started sharing the jobs with other persons. And then I realized I'm going to take this on full time. So I started my own company. See, my own company is now registered as Hyperlink Virtual and Media Services.
Say it one more time. Show off that logo one more time.
It's Hyperlink Virtual and Media Services. So I am now a registered business, and I've got my jobs. I remember making my first $1,000. When I made that money, at the time I was not working. It was within the September week, so it's back to school. I didn't have the slightest clue how my kids were going to get back to school. And I remember just working to the bone. That money came through, and I cashed that money out. Trust me, and I got my kids back to school in September. So that was amazing. And then from there, I was like, I can do this. I can. It's not something. What I realized, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's something you have to put effort into. You understand? You have to take the time out. You get what you put in. You
Yes,
reap what you sow.
you do.
So if
Yes.
you're putting in like 5 hours, you're putting like an hour a day, you're only gonna get an hour a day
Yes.
out of jobs. You understand? So it's what you put in, that's what you get. I put sweat, blood, and tears, so I'm reaping my what I sowed now.
Congratulations. Now let's talk about reaping, by the way. So you spent about $7,500 on the online course. And about how much would you say that you have made working online? And I understand that really you've gotten back into the game since May, like since May of this year, right? So it's been a few months, but how much would you say you've made total, online, offline, that sort of stuff with your freelancing?
Well, right now, what I can say, based on my living expenses, and I normally would track through Fiverr as well as what I do take off of Fiverr. And I know I've made over $1 million Jamaican dollars already. And I've really only been on the website for a little over 6 months.
Okay.
So it's really awesome. Trust me. Where are you going to work in Jamaica and make $1 million, over the period of just 6 months?
Right. And I'm guessing a lot of that pickup has really been in the most recent months, because you said things have been really picking up recently, right?
That's right.
You registered your business, but that's not all. Show me what you've got going on behind there, because I'm seeing a lot of computers. What's going on behind you?
All right. So initially, when I started out, this was my first computer. I took off the screen, my first laptop that I initially started with. And so I have really expanded to take more jobs. So I have moved on to additional computers with screens. So you can see there's another one behind there. I make phone calls, so I do have my professional headsets.
Okay.
And I also have this one here, that I have an assistant now that helps me out. So I do my job, and she has her headsets for jobs.
You have an assistant. So she comes into your house and she's doing those jobs, some of your jobs for you from that computer.
That's correct.
And is she local, from your local community?
Yes, she is. So I not only try to expand to myself, because I'm a person that I like to share. I encourage her to go ahead and get her own Fiverr account. But you have persons that may think that, hey, it's a lot of pressure to really just try to start off of their own, or they may feel like it's not for them, owning a business, getting things up and running. Maybe some persons just have that feeling, because I've spoken to a lot of persons and I've explained to them, hey, come on, it's better to try something than to do nothing. They say it's not in them, it's not within them to own a business. I'm like, okay, you don't want to own a business. Work with someone that has a business, that would love to have you striving just as much as they are striving themselves. So that's always my aim to expand and let other persons help me reap the benefits then, because you'll be helping me while I'm helping you just the same.
I love that. Now turn behind you. I want to see what's behind you. What's going on behind you? You've got more computers back there.
Yes. There is another set right here, just the same. I use those, that's like sometimes I would use that just the same. But otherwise, with the professional headset, just the same for phone calls and all of that. So
are you planning on expanding and hiring more people that will come into your house to work?
No, I'm not expanding in my house.
Okay.
My next aim is actually to get an office space.
Okay.
And to expand a bit more, because I don't really want everybody coming to my house. Right. So the aim is to get bigger, get my own office space, lay out the computers, and with enough income coming in, having enough profit, I aim to expand into an internet cafe.
Love it.
Not just for my business. My business would just be another end of the business.
Right.
The internet cafe would just be for persons, wanting some documentation and so forth. So other persons within the community will be able to read, get their homework done, especially because we're going now into an online situation because of COVID-19. I plan to take full advantage of that, trust me. Because persons, not everyone will be able to have back to school, maybe a tablet or a computer at home. They will need that assistance, to be able to go somewhere and so forth. So I definitely have a lot of plans. I'm trying to get, up and going, try something especially now a lot of persons are getting laid off. You know, it's really great. Once you get laid off, you must get a pay slip, even if it's the last pay slip you're going to get. Purchase this course. You know, it gives you the tools that you need. Use your brain, use your head, follow instructions, and trust me, you can't lose. Just have to keep at it. Trust me, you won't regret it. I surely didn't. That's the best $7,000 I've ever spent.
I guess like to spend $7,000 and to make over $1 million, that's not a bad investment. Like, how many people would spend $7,000 to make over $1 million in such a short period of time? And the thing is, for you, Christina, I know the sky is the limit. I know I'm going to come back and talk to you in a few months and you've made another $1 million and then $2 million, and you're just going to keep building this business. And I look forward to celebrating with you as you continue to grow, to help other people. Congratulations on hiring, having your own assistant. And, you know, I see amazing things for you in the future. And to all who's listening, give Christina a big congratulations, because this is the true story of a young lady who doesn't stop. She kept going. Even though she was making $5 a week for 3 weeks, she knew that she couldn't stop. She kept going. She kept pushing. And look where she is today. And I'm so proud of you, Christina. I really am. I'm so proud of you. So thank you so much for being with us here today, Christina. I just wanted to say you are a shining star. I'm so glad that you came on this interview. And to everybody who's watching and listening, you know, just remember that this is something that you can do too. If Christina did it, you can do it. She was skeptical in the beginning. It took her some time to get started. She was not making a lot of money, but the key thing about her is that she did not give up and that she kept building and building and building her business to where it is now. And when you heard from her, she said, this isn't it. She's going to keep going and keep going and keep going. She's going to open up an internet cafe. Like, her goals are big. Christina dreams big, and you need to dream big too. Thanks everybody for joining us. Christina, say bye to everybody.
Bye everyone, and good luck.